Acrylic family. It is a beautiful sunny day here in Northeast Ohio, so I decided to get up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and record for you guys today. I am going to be working on a 14 by 14 inch canvas today using the swipe technique. Now, one thing I haven't necessarily thought through yet during this process or to do this swipe technique is, what am I going to put down as the base so that I can swipe through the colors? So I haven't thought that far in the process yet. Just give me a moment to figure that out. But what I have thought about is the colors that I'm going to use. So these are Deco Art Extreme Sheen paints. This is Jadeite. This is Deep Sapphire, and this is Sapphire. I'm thinking what I can do is maybe puddle these colors, each color on the canvas, and then swipe through. I don't know. I think that could work, but I'm going to set these colors to the side, and I'm going to be using the American Flood Floetrol. So I'm going to use 20 teaspoons. So here's my teaspoon. I'm going to use 20 teaspoons of the American Flood Floetrol, and I am going to use 1 teaspoon of the Amsterdam All Acrylics Titanium White. Then once I combine the two, I'm going to mix for 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and get my Floetrol. Now this here is Floetrol. This is strained Floetrol that I have in a glass Pyrex measuring cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out 20 teaspoons. That may have been a little bit more than 20 teaspoons, but just be careful of that when you are measuring. But honestly, I feel like the more Floetrol, the better the cell activator will be. So honestly, I wouldn't even worry about that. And I just dropped a teaspoon on the floor. So give me a minute while I get Floetrol up off the floor. Okay. Now that we have our 20 teaspoons of Floetrol, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the titanium white. And I am sitting down this part. Normally I don't sit down when I'm painting, but I'm doing this for you guys. So I'm chilling right now. Okay. Get that paint out of the center. So here we have 1 teaspoon, just 1, of titanium white paint. So that's not coming out. Now I want to show you guys something because I was hoping this would happen. Do you see that? This is a very good indication or indicator. This is a very good indicator that the titanium white Amsterdam paint is a natural cell activator. Because I have done this before, and every time I do create this cell activator, that always happens for me. Okay, I think I'm getting a little messy, but it's okay. I have gloves here, and I have a microfiber towel to wipe my hands off. Okay. Now I'm going to grab a craft stick. And I am going to mix this up for 5 minutes. So see you all in 5 minutes. Okay, I felt like that was the longest 5 minutes ever, but here we are 5 minutes later, and here is the consistency. So that's about what you want it to look like. So I'm going to clean off my craft stick, set it aside. I'm going to grab my paint colors that I'm going to use for the swipe. And as I was mixing for those 5 minutes, I thought about what I was going to do. Now I already have some white paint mixed up here, and this is titanium white, the same brand, Amsterdam All Acrylics, the standard series. And I also mixed it equal parts Floetrol, and I added a little bit of water. Slow down, Denise. I added a little bit of water to thin it out. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this as my base. Actually, spread it out or add a nice, I know I would need to puddle a nice amount in the middle so that when I layer my paint colors, it actually has something to, when I swipe, it actually has something to glide across so that I can pick up those cells of color. But I'm gonna show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this, a nice puddle of this. I know this looks like a lot of paint, but for this 14 by 14 inch canvas, but you want to make sure that you puddle enough paint there. And I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about here in a sec. I kind of want to stretch this out a bit, and then I am actually going to puddle a little bit more paint. See, now that I stretched this out, this wasn't even nearly enough paint for this canvas. So when you're doing this swipe technique, you want to make sure that you have, make sure I'm in the center. You want to make sure that you have a nice amount of paint puddled, so that I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. Sorry about that. Knocking stuff over. I just want to pop some air bubbles. There's some hair in there. Okay. Now I'm actually going to pour more paint. Believe me, I know it looks like a lot of paint, but it's very necessary for this technique. Okay. Now I still have it puddled nicely in the center. Let's get this back in frame here. Okay. Pop those air bubbles. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get this chair out the way. Okay, now what I'm going to do is layer each color across like so. So I'm going to start with the Jadeite. And I'm just going to layer a nice amount this way, like so. Okay, because you want, when you swipe, you want to be able to actually swipe through some color, right? And then I'm going to partially layer this on top. Well, it's actually moving away from it, like, Don't put no green on, don't put no blue on me. That's what the green is saying. Okay, now I don't know if you guys can see that like haloed effect, but that's a good sign. Even though I didn't mix this base color up as a cell activator or nothing like that, but yeah, that's a good sign though. Okay, now I love these colors, by the way, these extreme sheen colors. These are 3 of my favorites, but I really love them all. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get my palette knife. This is the palette knife that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to get my cell activator that's all mixed up for 5 minutes. And I'm going to just pour some of this on the back of my palette knife. I'm not going to do it over this, but I'm going to just lightly, let me see if I can do it on camera. Yeah, I think I can. So I'm just going to dip this in here, the back of the palette knife, and then that's what I'm going to swipe through, okay? I'll show you like so. You don't really want to get any on the front, but you want to make sure you have a nice amount. So you want to make sure your palette knife is pretty covered there, okay? Now, see, it's pretty covered. I mean, it's a nice, you know, it's like it's a thick amount of cell activator, okay? I'm actually gonna wipe the front of this off just because I'm a little nervous. Okay, so see? Okay, I just popped that air bubble, okay? You want a thick amount of cell activator so you can actually do what you want to do, right? Okay? All right, let's go. Okay, we got some reaction, but I just scooped up a little too much paint there. And I seen that when I swiped through. So as you can see, we got some reaction there. Not as much as I like, and I didn't swipe through that at all. Okay, so let's give this a go again. I'm learning this with you guys, okay? I've done this a few times before, but yeah, it's been a while. Okay. Now you see those cells popping up. Don't think that it's not working. It just takes a little longer for it to react, but it's reacting. Okay, I'm gonna swipe through here because basically I just dragged paint through there. There was no cell activator. Got a little reaction there. See, it's coming, but it's slower to react. I'm just gonna swipe that on out. There. Okay, and I think I'm gonna swipe this up here, and I'm hoping to tilt all of this off. So we're not gonna worry about this. I'm just hoping to tilt that off, okay? Now I'm just dipping my palette knife in there. Hope you guys can see this. Yep, you can. And I'm actually putting a thinner layer. Okay, remember in the beginning I said do a thicker layer, but I'm actually thinning it out more and more as I go. And I'm not covering this up because I just want to do this here. So I'm actually going to come this way, and I'm actually going to swipe this out some. Wait, I think I want to do it. I don't know which way I want to go. Okay, you've already committed, Denise. Just go. Now I'm getting some reaction, but not a lot. And it's actually, I didn't use that at all, so. Oh yeah, no, that's not what I wanted, but let's just swipe it on down. I'm actually gonna put that over there, so I'll tilt it out. It actually has something to slide on. Oh, I actually did get, I actually did get a reaction there. Nice. Let's do something with this here. And I didn't have no real vision here, guys. I'm learning, I'm practicing this technique actually. This is what I'm doing. I don't have a real plan here, as you can tell. All of this has celled up. All of this is selling up. It just takes a little bit longer to get a reaction. So now we gotta stretch this puppy out. Okay? It's so beautiful. Okay. Go slow, because you don't wanna mess up your cells that you created, you know? I don't want to come off, but I'm coming off. Okay, that's good enough. I don't want to come off anymore because I didn't want to lose all my cells. Oh, I got some Jadeite in there with the deep sapphire. Oh, that's nice. So I'm actually gonna come this way so that I don't lose as much, but I actually get that off because I don't like that there. I don't want to pour off more of my cells though. Like, I want to save all of them. I want to save all my cells. Okay, slow it down. We want to make sure our cells stay defined. Okay, this is about as good as I can go there. I want to be more cells. Am I the only one? Like when I do this, I am like, I want to keep all my cells. I don't want to lose any of them. Even when I'm doing straight pours or whatever. Okay, see, I have to lose some here. Oh, this is so sad. Oh, my big juicy cells. That was sad, guys. But I had to let them go. And I actually do not like this. So we're actually going to tilt the painting a little bit more and just honestly get off as much of that as I can. I know, I don't want to lose them either, but I don't have a choice. Because I didn't like it that much. Honestly, guys, this is frickin' awesome. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. Look at the cells. Oh my goodness, y'all. Look. This is amazing. I have to clean my hands. Oh my goodness. See, I know it's the definition is still there, but I did have to do a lot of tilting. Okay, sorry about the flash light there, but can you guys see the Nike sign? Like, I need an endorsement, Nike, because I did that without meaning to do it. Okay, look at this. Do you guys see how defined these cells are? This is the Jadeite with the white. Oh, like, can you guys see that? I don't want to move too fast. Okay, there it goes. Look at those cells. Just gorgeous. I hope this painting dries beautifully. Oh my goodness, just look at that. They are so beautiful. So this is what I mean by the, like, here I got a little bit of ombre of the deep sapphire into the sapphire, and then here a little bit of the sapphire into the jadeite. But I just wish I had more multicolored cells rather than this hard line traveling through a beat sapphire, but it works for me.